All right, Michael and I started talking after Joe Wolverton had to go, and one thing I brought up was that without our realizing it, or Michael said he actually did since last year, we are kind of. I mean, we're not in the organization. We're not
Sure.
going to join it, but we are John Birchers because we are constitutionalists, and that's how we measure the performance of our politicians. And and then we just got onto we decided to record this because Mike just got onto Ben Franklin's idea of God. He was a deist, and he thought that God just put us here and then walked away just to watch what goes on. And I told Mike my theory years ago was when people would ask, "Oh, why does God allow this?" That no, he put us in. My idea was we're like an ant farm. He put the ants in there, close it up, and now he's just watching it once in a while and seeing what we do. He lets us do what we have. And Mike expounded on that by, go ahead.
Well, I said that the reason why God doesn't interfere is because if he did, then we wouldn't have free will.
Which is very profound. Yeah. And
Well,
if you knew Mike like I know Mike, you'd be shocked that he can be so profound, so philosophical, so correct. Oh my God. This is like the fourth time this week I've had a
you want to hear
compliment.
another one?
Yeah, this is disgusting.
This is one that I believe. Jesus taught, "Judge not, lest ye be judged."
Yes.
If that's a universal teaching, then it also applies to God.
Yeah, but God is the ultimate judge. That's why God is the only one
No,
who's
I don't
supposed to
believe.
judge.
I don't. If it's a universal, teaching, then it would have to apply to every consciousness. And now
Well,
here's the thing:
the Bible is
if
full
there
of
is no judgment, if there is, one of the problems with human beings is we want to punish people that have pissed us off. So we look for divine intervention. We look for divine punishment. And the fact of the matter is that that's another form of hitting back. You're just using God as a surrogate.
well, maybe the punishment, for example, for Adolf Hitler after he died was he came back as an Indian who lives in filth and bathes in the dirtiest rivers in the world and throws cow dung at his neighbors.
Or in a perfect state, he gets to review his life and he feels nothing but shame.
True, because his soul. It's hard to. I mean, your mind is something that has to be controlled by a soul.
There,
But
there's
how much control does the soul have?
there's a Hindu teaching of the Bodhisattva. Okay, those people who have reached the highest form of enlightenment and are about to go into nirvana, but have chosen not to and stay behind until all consciousness has reached, its highest level.
The nirvana.
Right now, it is also believed that those people that live corrupt lives, highly corrupt lives, are bodhisattva. There are people that have allowed themselves to be reborn into what is known to be a lifeline, because they can handle it on a spiritual level.
Uh-huh.
And the thing is, you have to have bad people in order to learn you have to have bad people in the world in order to get your lessons from. You need a bad example. Oh, did you see so and so? He did this to so and so. Look what happened to him. In other words, the bad people in our life have given us examples as to what not to be.
Yes, I've heard that expressed as you wouldn't know good if there wasn't evil, if evil
Right,
didn't exist.
right. And,
Okay.
and evil spelled backwards is life.
Well, live.
Live. I'm sorry, live. But anyway,
He's slightly dyslexic.
yeah, I am very dyslexic actually. That I have a severe form of it, which
Oh,
explains why I'm kind of kooky. But the thing is that I also believe that there's only one consciousness. It's a shared consciousness, and I also believe this: that God literally shattered himself into a trillion pieces, so this way all other things could be. Like I believe
You're
that
saying God is the universe. God is well, that goes
God
along with God is
sacrificed
everything.
himself for
God is
all of us.
everywhere. What?
Yeah, I believe God sacrificed himself for all of us,
Uh-huh.
and that and these religious these saints, whatever you want to call them, uh, uh, they are simply a particular piece of God that is
That can
more in line with
function at a higher level.
yeah.
They're what was I going to say?
I don't know.
The uh, this sucks. Sometimes you get a thought in there and you don't get it out right away and you forget it.
It goes in
But
one ear and
it
not the other.
happens. It happens. Yeah, goes in. No, it's anyway. We it was about God and so forth that I was going to say something, but I can't remember. Anyway, I think this is enough. We just wanted to put a little comment after Joe's
Joe.
non-appearance, his appearance, non-appearance.
Well, here's a funny thing. Joe showed up as a blank screen, which is so appropriate to this conversation.
Ooh, yeah. Tabla rasa.
I am the voice of the Constitution.
Jeez.
It's like the burning bush.
Oh, I
But
forgot. Well, we didn't have time for me to promote his books. He's got 4 books. I'm going to list them in the show notes, of course. But he's got one called The Real James Madison, What Degree of Madness? That's Madison's method to make America states again. I wanted to ask him about that, too. He keeps talking about make America states again, which is, of course, states' rights over a federal government. They're very much federalist, the John Birch Society.
well, the funny thing is that usually we keep our guests for a very long time, and this guy just took off, man.
Yeah. The other thing about the federalism, the John Birches are federalists. Now, most people confuse federalism with, wanting a federal government. No, the Federalists were actually the ones who did not want an overreaching federal government. They wanted most of the rights that were not given, that were not specifically granted to the federal government to stay with the states. Therefore, states like California and New York have the right to their stupid, kooky policies that they institute. It's up to the people to change that by changing their politicians, their representatives.
Oh,
And what?
Mandabi, Mohammed Manhattan, the guy running for
The liar.
right. Well, did you? They just dropped something. They found out that his father had a relationship with Adolf Hitler.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
Either his father or his grandfather.
Look, Hitler's the one who, along with the Grand Mufti in Egypt, started the Muslim Brotherhood, which is
Right.
behind all the terrorism and Islamic terrorism in the world today.
Mm.
Okay, you know what? I'll put the books in list of books in the show notes, and I'll try and link to where you can buy them. He's also got a YouTube channel, Teacher of Liberty. And a little while ago, before I got on, I subscribed to his YouTube channel. I want to hear some of his stuff. So he was a very interesting guy, and I'm just amazed that for years, all our lives, we've been told that the John Birch Society is evil, basically, and it turns out they are more constitutionalist and more pro-American than a lot of other organizations, and most of our politicians even. Okay,
Right.
I'm going to try and I'm going to look for that. I'm going to check that website out, thefreedomindex.org, to see exactly how they rate politicians in New Jersey. We're so close to turning this state red. I hope it happens. You know, Governor Kane, when he was elected in the early '80s, he was elected by 1,600 votes. So this is going to be close, but we can do it.
Oh shit! 1 second. Do not shut this down. I just.
Nope.
God damn it!
You're looking for some info?
All this crap. I hate when they dump stuff on you.
Well, what happened?
I tried to get to his site. I found. Okay. Oh,
His site. You've been having problems with the computer lately.
Mondani's father says Abraham Lincoln inspired Hitler.
That you? Oh, Abraham Lincoln was inspired by Hitler.
Hello, who's this? Hello, who's this? Speak up. No.
Okay. That's one way to deal with telemarketers.
So the thing is that Mondani's father. I hate these pop-ups. They constantly block your view.
That's why I got a thing that I got pop-up blocker, which this is not a paid endorsement, but it is a personal endorsement because I've had it for years, and it does eliminate all these pop-ups that I get.
According to Fox News, Mamdani's father, Mohammed Mamdani of Columbia University, a Columbia University professor, once compared President Abraham Lincoln to Adolf Hitler during a 2022 panel. So he thinks they're the same, I guess. Yes, the same Lincoln who preserved the Union and ended slavery. So it seems that there's a relationship. They both had penises.
They both had martial law, too.
Well, you know, and the thing is that there was a war going on while they were alive. So that's another thing they had in common. They both had facial hair. Okay. And let's see.
But Hitler wasn't a wrestler.
No, he wasn't, I guess. Well, I understand Lincoln actually was really good at wrestling.
He was a very good wrestler, yeah.
Yeah. Big guy, too.
And I understand that I heard, I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that he also, popular wrestlers would do this in those days, wrestled a bear, you know, probably a baby bear or something. I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah. But, you know, the thing is, as I understand it, those bears were trained.
Excuse me, Mike. Hold on a sec. Hello?
Wow, this is going to be known as the telephone event. Hello, I just tried to talk to Michael Savaccio on the phone, and he hung up on me. Could you please
give him this is my son. It's not a telemarketer.
Not your son.
So go ahead. We did the podcast, but we're doing a follow-up on it.
Yeah.
But,
he's anyway, on the
podcast. 350. Okay, you got it. I'll see you then.
All right. Bye. So I think
I got to pick up my son and go get his car.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll catch you later, brother.
All right. Well, no, I got time. I don't have to pick him up for a while, but I guess we're done here.
Yes.
But that was a good, if short and abruptly closed episode. I'm going to try and splice this one to the other one.
Another thing, another opinion of mine about God. He's not a bully. He's. I mean, if you think of us as his children, his offspring, okay, how would you treat your children? And would you throw them in the fiery pit of hell because they did something really horrible? No, you might not.
I wouldn't send a flood to teach them a lesson, but I would sometimes throw them into a pool just to get them to swim.
Right, but the thing is that the flood thing might just be bad PR. He might have went ahead and said, "Yo, there's a flood coming. You better build a boat, dude." And they're going, "Oh, God's sending a flood." I don't know. It's like, how, you know?
No, he only told Moses not Moses, Noah to build the ark. because everybody else he had it with them. But he did promise after that. He said, I shouldn't have done. I'm not going to do that again. I'll never kill you that way again. So whatever calamity is coming to mankind, it's not going to be a flood.
Right. At least not a flood of water. I think it's a flood of. Last 4 years was a flood of bullshit. All
right. Well, we'll see. I'm going to try and splice this to the other episode if I can.
No, I would keep it independent if I were you.
You wanted a second one?
Yeah. Keep it independent.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I'll probably give in to
put the link in the notes with Joe. Say this is, by the way, this is related.
Yes. All right. Well, we'll see you again next time on The View from Here, Behind Enemy Lines. Please,
you'll see us.
Share the thing and give us a rating if you can, please. And whatever platform you're listening to us on, whether you Rumble, YouTube, where else? Apple Podcast, which is audio only, or Spotify, please, what was I going to say? Oh, subscribe to the podcast.
Right.
Okay. And you'll get notifications. If you don't want the notifications, you can turn them off. So long. See you later, alligator.
Bye-bye.